That's your Gap hoodie, is that right? That's you, who you're shooting at?
Young Dolph.
Alright, now back it up again.
DC Young Fly completely shook the crowd and set the entire internet ablaze after he went off on Rick Ross during a live performance, boldly calling him a fraud in front of a packed, screaming audience. What was supposed to be just a hype-filled comedy show quickly spiraled into a jaw-dropping showdown as DC swapped his usual punchlines for unfiltered, straight-up shots at the Miami legend's reputation. Fans are still talking about it. Eyewitnesses at the show said DC started by playfully clowning Ross's big boss persona.
The world never say that when they egging on the beat. When everybody put on a song, everybody egging out, nobody don't be saying that. We feel like
throwing jabs at his flashy cars, over-the-top chains, and massive mansion flexes. But it didn't stop there. He built the tension slowly, setting the audience on edge, and then hit them with the line that would send the internet into a frenzy. "You're not the boss you say you are. You're a fraud." The crowd erupted instantly. Gasps, laughter, and pure chaos spreading like wildfire across the room. People couldn't believe what they were hearing, some covering their mouths in shock, while others cheered like he just dropped the hottest track of the year. Within minutes, clips of the savage takedown were blowing up online, spreading like wildfire on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Fans and haters alike were debating, sharing, and dissecting every word DC said, turning the moment into one of the most talked-about celebrity feuds in recent memory. Sources say Rick Ross was actually at the venue, sitting in the crowd, visibly annoyed but keeping his cool, while DC ran the stage like a storm, commanding every eye and ear in the room. The energy was electric, the vibe unforgettable, and one thing's for sure, DC Young Fly just made history, and the internet can't stop replaying it. Some attendees said the tension in the room was so thick you could cut it with a knife, and security started creeping closer to the stage, clearly feeling that things might get out of control. Every eye in the house was locked on DC Young Fly, who wasn't holding back, and the energy was electric.
So our last interview, Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop, got sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Young Dolph.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think they gave him another 50 years.
Almost dangerous. People were on the edge of their seats, shouting, laughing, gasping, and trying to process the audacity of it all. Online, the reactions have been explosive and completely split. Some fans are going wild, showering DC with props for having the guts to call out Rick Ross in front of a packed crowd, praising him for speaking truth to power. Others, though, argue that he crossed a serious line, showing blatant disrespect to a hip-hop heavyweight and a figure who's commanded respect for years. The debates are relentless, blowing up across Twitter threads, TikTok duets, and Instagram stories, with everyone picking sides and replaying the moment over and over. Regardless of where people stand, DC Young Fly's savage takedown has already become one of the hottest flashpoints of the year, a moment that could dominate headlines for weeks. 2025 has been full of viral clashes between comedians and rappers, but this one feels different. The stakes are higher, the insults sharper, and the audience reactions raw and unforgettable. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors surrounding Rick Ross's infamous parties with Diddy, once whispered about as private soap parties, are no longer just talk. With what seems like real proof emerging, these events are shaking the scene, leaving fans and insiders questioning everything they thought they knew about Ross's private life. DC himself dropped a blurred clip of the party that, at first glance, seemed chill, but with NDAs in place, no phone rules, and strict all-white dress codes, it's screaming secret event to anyone paying attention. People are dissecting every frame, every laugh, every moment, and the buzz isn't dying down anytime soon. Foam might have looked like just part of the decor, but it turned out to be the perfect cover for what nobody was supposed to see. And now social media feeds are absolutely exploding. In the blurred, chaotic footage, Rick Ross is caught right there, standing beside Diddy, like it was all happening in plain sight, and fans can't stop dissecting the moment. The clip has gone viral, leaving everyone talking, sharing, and theorizing about what really went down behind the scenes. Flashback 3 years. Ross appeared on the 85 South show alongside DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, and Chico Bean. The vibe was all laughs, jokes, and casual energy, like everything was cool and nothing was off limits. But then, out of nowhere, the atmosphere flipped entirely. The cameras caught it.
How did you feel when Straight Drop got sentenced to the murder?
I don't feel no type of way. I don't put myself in that like that.
Ross suddenly jumped up and dipped from the set mid-show, vanishing like he was dodging something serious. He never came back to finish the segment. When questioned later, Ross brushed it off as a harmless scheduling conflict, but DC Young Fly wasn't buying it for a second. In a recent interview, he called the excuse straight up fake, saying it was obvious something more was going on behind the scenes. That public call-out lit a wildfire under fans and the hip-hop community alike, sending shockwaves through the industry. Everyone from social media influencers to insiders in the music world started buzzing with speculation. Rumors are swirling fast that Ross bailed because he didn't want to face the tough, uncut questions, the kind that never make the final edit, the kind that could expose the private stories and secret dealings happening behind closed doors. Now the internet is exploding with speculation. Was that blurred clip just the tip of the iceberg, or a warning shot hinting at the wild, untold secrets lurking inside these all-white, foam-filled, ultra-exclusive parties? Fans are obsessed, dissecting every second of footage, replaying every frame, and debating what Ross was really trying to hide. The tension is building with every post, every thread, and every comment, leaving the whole community on edge, waiting for the next reveal. People started buzzing nonstop. What was Ross really running from? Eyewitnesses say, even while acting all shady, he dropped a claim that DC Young Fly should feel lucky he even showed up for 3 minutes, like it was nothing, brushing off the whole encounter like it was no big deal. That only fueled the fire. Fans saw through it, and suddenly every move Ross made felt suspicious, like he was hiding something much bigger than anyone realized. Then came the video he dropped online trying to put the rumors to rest, but instead, it did the exact opposite.
I've only got $800 for that hit. Can you imagine killing somebody and your reward is a PlayStation and maybe a game?
The footage only made things murkier, giving fans even more to talk about. Ross rambled, talking in circles, fumbling through explanations, clearly scrambling to control the narrative as the speculation swirled faster than ever. The whole situation became painfully obvious. This wasn't some petty online beef or casual clapback. DC Young Fly wasn't about to let the story spin out of control. He stepped up, determined to set the record straight and explain exactly why things had blown up the way they did. Witnesses at the scene said there were over 200 people packed in the back, buzzing with excitement, but Ross completely bounced, refusing to stick around and leaving everyone wondering what was really going on. The big question on everyone's lips: where did he go? And why did he vanish so suddenly without a word? Fans are still speculating, and social media is losing it over the unanswered questions. Rumors quickly started swirling, tying Ross to Diddy Beyond Music, and fueling speculation that way more was going on behind the scenes than anyone had imagined. Industry insiders and fans alike are piecing together every hint, trying to decode what might have really happened while Ross was out of sight. But DC didn't stop there. He raised the stakes even higher by dropping a blurred clip from an all-white, foam-soaked private party at Ross's notorious Promised Land estate. According to sources, guests were under strict NDAs, their phones were taken away, and the thick clouds of foam blocked every angle from view, making it almost impossible to see what was happening. And yet DC found a way to capture it, and he made sure the clip landed right where it would hit hardest. The timing couldn't have been more explosive. DC posted the footage right after Ross had hyped another pool party for August 2nd, even calling out DC as if daring him to show up. The message was crystal clear. Something huge was brewing behind closed doors, and this clip wasn't just a tease, it was a straight-up warning to the entire industry. Ever since the Diddy freak-off allegations blew up, every celebrity pool party has been under a microscope like never before. Fans are obsessed, theories are running wild, and nobody is taking anything at face value anymore. Every invite, every all-white dress code, every foam machine, every camera angle is being dissected like it's evidence in a high-stakes trial. The energy online is electric, and social feeds are flooded with clips, memes, and threads analyzing every possible detail. Nothing stays quiet these days. Old receipts are resurfacing, and even Rick Ross's music is catching fire under the scrutiny. Back in 2013, Ross rapped, "Put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't even know it," a lyric that already cost him major brand deals. At the time, the backlash eventually faded, but now that line is being looked at with fresh eyes, almost like a breadcrumb trail leading straight into a far darker story nobody fully understood before. Even 50 Cent joined the conversation, throwing shade and hinting that his upcoming Diddy documentary could expose hidden bottles, secret parties, and shocking claims from women who allegedly couldn't remember entire nights. Back then, people brushed off the lyric as just part of the rap bravado, but with new lawsuits, leaks, and footage piling up, a chilling pattern is emerging that fans can't ignore. The foam party clip DC Young Fly dropped only made the frenzy worse. Fans slowed it down frame by frame, dissecting it like detectives examining a crime scene. Every shadow, every blur, every subtle movement is being analyzed as if the footage is a puzzle piece in a massive, unsolved mystery. Ever since Diddy's freak-off allegations blew up, every celebrity pool party has been under a microscope like never before. Fans are obsessed, theories are spiraling out of control, and nobody is taking anything at face value anymore. Every invite, every strict all-white dress code, every foam machine, every setup, even the angles of the cameras, is being dissected like evidence in a high-stakes investigation. Social media is burning non-stop, with posts, memes, and theories spreading like wildfire as fans try to piece together what really happens behind closed doors at these exclusive events. Nothing stays quiet for long these days. Old receipts are resurfacing, and even Rick Ross' music is coming under a harsh spotlight. Back in 2013, Ross rapped, "Put Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it," a lyric that already cost him major brand deals. At the time, the backlash eventually faded, but now that line is being examined with fresh eyes, almost like a breadcrumb leading straight into a much darker and more complicated story that nobody fully understood before. Even 50 Cent threw shade, hinting that his upcoming Diddy documentary could reveal hidden bottles, secret parties, and women claiming they couldn't remember entire nights. What was brushed off years ago as just rap bravado is now being reevaluated, and with new lawsuits, leaks, and footage piling up, a chilling pattern is starting to emerge that has fans and industry insiders on edge. The foam party clip DC Young Fly dropped exploded online, sending social feeds into overdrive. Fans slowed it down frame by frame, examining every shadow, every blur, every movement as if it were evidence in a real crime scene. Every tiny detail is being dissected, debated, and analyzed, and the speculation shows no signs of stopping. Things got even weirder when fans and insiders started digging into the details of the parties, and one guest immediately caught everyone's attention. This person wasn't on the invite list, didn't arrive with Ross, and didn't leave with Diddy, but they were rocking a thick metallic bracelet stamped with a rare, mysterious emblem. Fans immediately started comparing it to paparazzi shots of someone rumored to be deep inside Diddy's inner circle, and the speculation went through the roof. Theories exploded online about what this could mean and what secrets were really being kept at these wild, all-white, foam-soaked parties. No names or faces were ever confirmed, but the implications alone were explosive, sending social feeds into a frenzy. Then the story took an even darker turn. Back in 2018, Jonathan O.T. opened fire at Trump National Doral, and during police questioning, he ranted about being controlled and enslaved by Diddy, claiming that both Diddy and Ross were involved in secretive rituals. At the time, most people laughed it off, calling him a conspiracy theorist or a nutcase, but now, with Cassie's lawsuit and DC Young Fly's leaked party footage circulating, fans are replaying OT's words with a completely different lens. People aren't laughing anymore. Every line is being dissected, every claim is being re-examined, and there's a creeping sense of unease settling over the internet. The mix of shocking leaks, lawsuits, and strange guest behavior has created a perfect storm of curiosity and fear. Fans are obsessed, trying to piece together the timeline, the parties, the guests, and the hidden dynamics, and every new detail seems to make the story even more explosive. Suddenly, what was once brushed off as wild rumors now feels uncomfortably close to reality, and the speculation shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Every major claim Jonathan O.T. made, rituals, NDAS, secret tapes, Cassie, underground parties, is now being echoed or corroborated by unrelated sources, making the whole saga feel like it's spiraling out of control. Those foam-filled, all-white, no-phone parties that once looked like harmless celebrity fun? Fans and insiders are now reading them as something far darker, almost like secret initiation rituals or elite gatherings with rules nobody outside the circle could understand. The speculation is reaching fever pitch, and social media is exploding with theories and breakdowns of every single clip. The story got even weirder when old footage surfaced of Diddy and Rick Ross laughing together, covered in suds, washing cars side by side like a surreal comedy sketch. But now, every laugh, every movement, every casual gesture is being scrutinized. In one clip, Ross casually says, "You know that tip's going to be good." A line that once sounded innocent is now being read as a cryptic inside joke, with fans and insiders dissecting the meaning frame by frame. When DC Young Fly dropped the blurred foam party clip, it hit like a grenade thrown straight into the heart of the operation, turning rumors into full-blown chaos. Things escalated even further when DC went live, barely holding back tears as he revealed a shocking betrayal. A close homie had been secretly hating all along. That revelation added another layer of danger and intensity to an already explosive saga, leaving fans stunned and questioning who could be trusted in Ross and Diddy's inner circle. Then came the personal messages that sent shockwaves across social feeds. Just tell us when you pull up. Don't act like you're doing us a favor and then dip. Your team? We called your team. They said they don't know where you're at. DC's words weren't aimed at random trolls or haters. They carried the weight of a real-life warning. Every line made it clear this wasn't just about online drama or viral clips anymore. This was personal, serious, and dangerously close to exposing secrets some people didn't want the world to see. Some actions don't just play out online. They get checked in the real world. Loyalty, respect, and honesty still matter. And crossing the line comes with consequences that can't be ignored. The energy in the air during DC Young Fly's revelations was electric, charged like a secret warning shot fired straight across the entertainment industry. Every fan, insider, and observer could feel it, the kind of tension that makes people hold their breath, waiting to see who moves next. DC didn't name names. He didn't have to. He knew the internet would do that work for him, but make no mistake, he's not some random clout chaser. This is someone who's been inside the machine, seen it all, and knows exactly how it operates. Footage even shows him rolling with the 85 South crew at Combs Enterprises, pitching bold ideas and stirring the pot like a seasoned insider who understands the stakes. Word on the street is that Diddy allegedly called DC personally to book a comedy show, cementing DC's connection to the inner circle and fueling wild speculation about what he's actually witnessed behind the curtain. And here's where it gets chilling. It's not just that Diddy throws legendary over-the-top parties. He allegedly documents them. Every room, every hallway, every car, every phone, every bowl, every move, all supposedly recorded, not just to replay later, but to keep a permanent record. That rumor instantly gave DC's blurred foam party clip an entirely new weight. Suddenly, it wasn't just a viral moment, it felt like a coded message to insiders, a bold statement that the free pass was officially over. Those foam jokes, once playful, don't land anymore. With NDAs, no phone rules, and side-angle leaks, it became clear to everyone watching that the foam wasn't just fun, it was cover, hiding exactly what went down behind the scenes. That realization didn't just light up social media feeds, it set off alarm bells across the entire industry. Suddenly, this wasn't just celebrity gossip or viral drama. The story had entered a far more dangerous phase where secrets, betrayals, and hidden recordings meant that anyone connected could be exposed at any moment. The stakes were higher than ever, and DC Young Fly had just flipped the game completely on its head. Then the legal emails started hitting inboxes, perfectly typed, polished, coming from people who usually don't write like that. Suddenly, the tension wasn't just online anymore. It had crossed over into reality, and everyone involved could feel it deep down. This wasn't just social media chaos. This was real-world consequences hitting fast, and the stakes were higher than ever. The sense spreading through the scene is that what's already leaked is just the tip of the iceberg, and the next reveal could be catastrophic for anyone connected to this story. Every insider, every fan, every content creator is holding their breath, wondering what's coming next. Even seconds of DC Young Fly's blurred foam clip are being demonetized, flagged, and age-restricted. Captions with the word alleged are getting hit too, seemingly part of a push to scare platforms into pulling posts and push creators towards self-censorship. But DC isn't just another voice lost in the algorithm. His fans ride with him everywhere, and he can take every hit without folding under pressure. While the blurred foam clip keeps spreading like wildfire, Rick Ross is online acting like nothing happened, posting and flexing like the storm doesn't exist. But insiders are whispering that a longer, uncut version of the footage exists somewhere, tucked away in private archives, and that one release could change everything. Every fan watching, every viewer sharing, knows that the story is far from over. And the tension keeps building like a powder keg waiting to explode. DC Young Fly has lit a fuse, and nobody knows just how big the blast will be when it finally hits. If that uncut footage ever drops, it won't just show foam, it'll reveal exactly who stood where, who moved how, and which faces were present when everyone thought the cameras weren't rolling. That potential release hangs over the entire conversation like a dark thundercloud, hinting that an even bigger bombshell could explode at any moment and change everything people thought they knew. Fans are already dissecting fragments of what's leaked, replaying every second, but a full video would blow the story wide open, leaving zero room for spin, excuses, or silence. The fragments alone are already rewriting public perception, fueling debate, speculation, and frenzy across social media. Every angle, every shadow, every subtle movement is being scrutinized, and insiders are whispering about the secrets that might finally come to light. The tension is unbearable, the anticipation is electric, and one thing is clear: this saga is only getting hotter. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. The next chapter promises even more explosive revelations, and the truth behind these events could shake everything you thought you knew about the world of celebrity parties, power moves, and hidden drama.